welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee. If you're new, today's video is going to be my seasonal favorites. I'm going to be doing this every single season for this year. I typically would do like every month, but I felt like that got a little bit repetitive. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. I will leave all of the products that I mentioned in the description box for you guys. I have 3 topics for you guys. We're going to do lifestyle, food, of course, and then beauty/fashion. First things first is something that I am surprised I've never mentioned before because we're living in a day where we need to clean our hands a lot. Throughout the whole entire like COVID era, I have been using this hand sanitizer that I am literally obsessed with. I love the spray aspect of it. I feel like it's like the easiest for like on the go or like being busy. But my mom got this for me for Christmas in 2019. And little did she know I would be using it a lot. I'm obsessed with the smell in particular with this one. It smells so good. Some sanitizers really are just awful. This one is like almost a perfume. It smells so good. So this one is the Honest brand. So I'm pretty sure too the chemicals in this are pretty safe. There's no synthetic fragrances, parabens, triclosan, or this really big other word with chloride. I probably have like 10 of these and we go through at least one every week or 2 weeks. It just is the best. The next thing that I've been obsessed with in terms of my lifestyle is my Bible in 52 weeks journal. I've mentioned this so many different times, but it's a really great kind of reflection journal for reading the Bible. I wanted to read the Bible this year just because I felt like I was connected to church, but I never really studied or understood the stories in the Bible. The Bible is freaking barbaric. Like reading it sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh. But this does a really good job at kind of like putting, I guess, the lesson for those specific chapters into context with like modern day life. And it's made specifically for women, so I really like that aspect. Something I really also like is that she doesn't just like read it like in chronological order. She will kind of jump around. Each week you'll have like daily readings. You will do like a little reflection at the end of the week with they're called points to ponder, and it's just like a little reflection journal. I really like it. It's really great. I also will pair this with the Bible Project on YouTube. He has really informative understandings of the chapters in the Bible, because a lot of the times when I read the Bible I'm like, what the heck am I reading? Like, it's so confusing. He does a really good job at also kind of relating it to modern day life, but in a very simplistic way, and he'll give like a really quick like modern day summary of the Bible. That's been a really good little like quiet space in the morning for me to kind of reflect on the Bible and read it a little bit. Love that. I have also been obsessed with my Alexa show. I always get nervous she's gonna like turn on. I've always been one of those people that I'm like, I'm never gonna get one. Like, that freaks me out. What if she starts talking in the middle of the night? But she's great, you guys. She's so sweet. No, I'm just kidding. But like, it's great. Like, I have certain things that I have, you know, connected to her, like my smart bulbs, for example, so I can like dim my lights and set like this super cozy tone. I can set like certain routines, so I'll turn on like night mode and she'll turn on my little sparkly twinkly light. She'll turn on my dining table light. She'll turn on like super low setting light. I set this routine for when I come home, so she will put on my twinkle lights and kind of like my daytime lights, and we'll play jazz for 10 minutes while I'm kind of like nestling back into my home space. So I've been obsessed with her. The next thing on my list are my dresser knobs. So I found these really beautiful knobs on Amazon. Now, I did have to buy like shorter screws, so I'll link the knobs as well as the screws that I personally purchased because they were a little bit long and they didn't like connect to my dresser. I just have a plain white organizer now in my closet, and the knobs just really make for a really beautiful aesthetic kind of look. I really wanted to get Anthropologie stuff because I love the vibe of Anthropologie, but it's so expensive. These are a really good like affordable option if you're looking for any like sprucing up of your furniture. I've also been obsessed with my slipper socks. So my mom got these for me for Christmas. I thought it was a joke, honestly, because I wanted the UGG slippers, and she got me these like super like grandma-y slippers, and I was like, I remember coming home to Noah and I was like, oh my god, she got me these instead of the UGG slippers. Like, that's really weird. But then Noah ended up getting me the UGG slippers, but these are freaking amazing. I didn't wear them the first month that I had them, and I randomly slipped them on and I can't stop wearing them. They're so comfortable because they're like socks, but they're like also slippers. It's really freaking weird, but they're They're on my feet 24/7, so freaking comfortable. They're like my new house shoes. We have been on a challenge binger. So you guys know I'm obsessed with the show The Challenge. I've been watching it for years. The perfect amount of drama, the perfect amount of like fitness, physical challenges, as well as an actual competition show. And once you get to know the characters and like the people in there and the drama behind everything and the relationship that they all have, it is the best TV show I've ever watched. It's really hard to get people on it now because they'll watch it and it's like an okay show, but you don't know like the history behind it. And for the longest time I thought like you had to buy it on Amazon, but CBS All Access has the whole entire series. There's like 30 seasons. I recommend to start with season 20 or 21, whichever one is Battle of the Exes, and then watch from there. But if you can watch the whole one, great. It's just so old. And then once you're like caught up, you can watch the show with me. The CBS All Access, I think it's like $5 or $6 for commercials, and then $10 if you want commercial free, but they have the whole entire show if you want a show to binge. I've also been obsessed with these heel stickers. So long story short, my Doc Martens gave me the worst blister on my foot I've ever experienced in my life. It was really freaking gross. So I really like my Doc Martens, and I know people tell me like you just gotta like wear them in, but it's so frustrating to like wear in shoes because you're like, when's the best time to do this? Because I'm gonna be in pain, but I also want to wear them in. It's just like the worst. I found these online. They're like little stickers that you put on your heel. They're basically invisible when you put them on. You can't even tell that you're wearing them, and they're great if you want to wear in any shoes. I've been wearing them with my Doc Martens and I really don't feel anything at all, but I'm wearing them in, you know, wonderful. I've also been obsessed with my whiteboard. This is like a desktop, I don't even know what to call this, whiteboard pad. It goes underneath your computer and it has replaced my post-it note obsession, because whenever I have something that I need to do, I'll just write it down. I have a habit tracker here. I have like my monthly spread. It's the best, and it's quick because it's like right underneath my desk, so whenever I need to pop something on here, it's so quick and easy to see. I've also been really into the app Clubhouse. Now this is kind of weird to mention because it is invite only, but I'm sure you can find an invite somewhere on like a Reddit post or forum or a Facebook group. Basically it's like an audio chat room, but there's chat rooms for everything. So you could do like networking and stuff if you find a chat room for like whatever specific work you're doing. There's like stock chat rooms, there's like social chat rooms, there's religious chat rooms. It's like this conference call and you can talk and ask questions and network, and it's wonderful. It's a really cool thing. I feel like it's not going to be invite only soon because it's growing so much, but just the concept of it, it's like LinkedIn mixed with like social media mixed with everything. Pretty amazing. It was valued at 100 million and now the valuation is 1 billion, which is crazy. It's like a podcast that you can talk with, you know. The last thing on my lifestyle list is my Paris Cafe candle from Bath & Body Works. Now I was so reluctant to this at first because it's so strong and it smells like a legit coffee bean, and I was like, oh my god, that's like so intense. But no, it was like, imagine putting this on in the morning and having your whole place smell like a cafe. And ever since, I've been obsessed with putting this on in the morning. It smells like you're walking into a cafe. It's so freaking cozy in the morning. It sets an ambiance. Put on a freaking ambiance on YouTube at a cafe and you will literally be like transferred to a cafe. It's been amazing. All right, on over to my favorite part of my favorites, and that is food, because who doesn't love food? So the first thing that I've been obsessed with, I actually don't have right now because I've been obsessed with them and I've been eating them all, and that is my Perfect Bars. I love the Perfect Bars because they're refrigerated and it's like this peanut butter chunk of just goodness. I've tried other flavors and I'm not a huge fan. I don't like the chocolate chips in there, but they do have a ton of different flavors, but I've been like drawn to the peanut butter one. It tastes like a chilled peanut butter ball, but it's like in the form of a bar, and it's the perfect snack. It's healthy, clean ingredients. You can find them in your refrigerated sections of your grocery stores. And then I've also been obsessed, you guys know this, with my Built Bars. These things are so freaking good. They're high in protein, the perfect like, you know, health snack. I like the variety pack. It's like diving into a chocolate bar. There's not one flavor duplicated in the variety box, which I really like. My favorite so far is the coconut almond, the peanut butter. Oh, the carrot cake one is surprisingly really good, but they literally taste like a freaking Snickers or something. Like, I don't know how they got the texture of a candy bar without like adding a ton of sugar and stuff. The ingredients are pretty clean too. I'm pretty sure it's made with like whey protein. They're so good. I have a code actually, Amber20, if you guys want to try them out and get 20% off. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know how obsessed I am with Celsius heats. I have been drinking like Celsius for quite a while now, but I've never ventured over to the heat. And boy, let me tell you, I bought the variety pack. So the one that I bought had blueberry pomegranate, there's jackfruit, which is my favorite, and then strawberry dragon fruit, which I've already opened. And I only drink half of these because I'm pretty sure there's like 300 milligrams of caffeine in here. But it's so weird, the energy that I get from these are so quick. Once you work them out, I think because it's a performance energy, it's out. Like, I don't have any problem sleeping. I don't really get too much anxiety because I typically will only drink them if I'm like in the mindset to like get stuff done. I have never taken Adderall or like energy performance kind of enhancing drugs, but I can only assume this is what it feels like. Like, you just focus and you zone in, they just jolt you back up. It's like a really good focusing energy. I don't even know how to explain it. It's great. I have mastered my homemade salad dressing. I have always been one to love salads, but for some reason, like, could never make a salad at home taste good, or I'd buy like the really unhealthy salad dressing and just pound it in and then end up not even making a healthy salad. I have been hopping around from salad dressing to salad dressing, and you know those people that are like, add lemon and like you're good. I'm like, this is disgusting. I've mastered it. So basically what you do is you add a little bit of lemon, like a lemon wedge, put in a ton of different greens. Like, I would do a mixture because I feel like if you just do a little bit, or just one, it's not that great. A little bit of olive oil, sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, and this is the kicker. You add Parmesan, like shredded Parmesan chunks. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so simple, but it tastes like a restaurant quality like side salad. I've been obsessed with it. I've also been obsessed with honeycomb. I don't know why or how. Honey tastes so different from any other type of honey. The actual comb in here is beyond amazing. Pair it with cheese, whoa. It's the sweetest, like, best tasting honey. I don't know why, but honey to me, like, just the smell of it makes me not even want to eat it. I just can't eat it like plain. Like, if I smell it, it's not good. This is the only one that doesn't smell, like, give me a weird smell. It's delicious. I get mine from Trader Joe's. They have the best price because it can be a little bit expensive, but that honeycomb, it's just, oh my. And then I've also been obsessed with matcha lattes. So I kind of like was getting annoyed because I wasn't liking coffee anymore. I like espresso, but like a whole coffee mug is a little bit too like heavy for me. I got sent over these Peak matcha little to-go sticks. They're great. So basically what I do is I'll do like a cup of oat milk. I'll put in 2 tablespoons of maple syrup and then one of these little Peak matcha sticks. It has replaced my coffee, and I know that it's healthier than coffee as well. It's like basically green tea, but like times 10 the benefits. All right guys, on over to my like beauty fashion. The first thing on my list is my hairbrush. So this hairbrush you can get on Amazon. It's so inexpensive. It's a detangler brush, and I've never used a better brush in my life. I have curly hair. I also have hair that gets knotted quite frequently because I tend to move it all the time. You guys know probably. But basically, this is the only brush that will literally brush through all my hair without like yanking and pulling. It's like one swift movement. It's not like over and over and over and over. I could brush it this way and that way and move it around, and it will never get tangled. It's so weird. The next thing is my Karma and Luck bracelet. So a lot of you guys asked me about this bracelet. They are basically like spiritual / intention bracelets. They have other things on their website, but I got the cross. They have a ton of other stuff where there's like a specific symbol and a meaning behind it. I think they're great for gifts. I think they're great for yourself. Haven't really taken this off much since I got it. I see it every day and I see it on me. It just is like a constant reminder of like the bigger purpose and like your intention, and I just love the look of it. It's super simplistic, dainty, cute. I love the red. There's a whole bunch of different symbols on there. The next thing is my Ana Luisa necklace. I have been loving this little lock here, and then I pair it with a chain that I also got on their website. They have the best jewelry. Like, I don't think I'll shop anywhere else. They have amazing, like, dainty, in style, trendy kind of jewelry. I've been particularly loving this little locket one here. I wear it literally every day. I've also been obsessed with my new foundation routine. So I, as you guys know, like, reset my whole life basically. I got a new skincare regimen as well as some new makeup. I've been playing with it for basically 2 months now, since the beginning of the year, and I finally feel like I knocked my foundation routine down pat. I will start with my Elta MD sunscreen. So I use the tinted one. I have the original as well, but if you know anything about skincare, if you have a dermatologist or something, you know that Elta MD sunscreen is the best of the best. I tend to break out with sunscreen, so this one is really great for acne prone or like hyperpigmented skin, which is basically me. But I like using their tinted one just for everyday use because it has that little sheer glow that kind of like makes you look like you're wearing foundation, but you're not. I know foundation is just so bad for your skin. So this one is SPF 40. It's great. And then I will apply my Bare Minerals loose powder foundation. The reviews on this is insane. I never really hopped on the bandwagon of Bare Minerals. This is my first Bare Minerals product, but I know that chemical wise, this is not the worst for your skin. They're basically made with minerals. I bought the loose foundation and then the brush, the Bare Minerals brush. It's the best one to use with the powder foundation. I will just apply this kind of over top my tinted sunscreen. It's a really sheer tone. It makes your skin look really soft. I also tend to get a little bit oily, so I will add my concealer, just basically like a couple dots underneath my eye and on like any acne or something. And then I will set my concealer and my T-zone area with my Charlotte Tilbury powder with this little like powder brush, kind of just literally like my T-zone, and then any concealer to get rid of that dewy glossy shine that makes me look greasy. But I like it kind of like right where my highlighter tends to go, so the sunscreen kind of tint and glow works well with that. Like it still makes your skin look super dewy. And then I will apply my bronzer. So I use my NARS bronzer. I think this is in the shade Laguna. It's great, with a huge kabuki brush, and I'll just apply it, you know, where the bronzer needs to go, a little bit on my nose, my eyelids. I will do my new favorite Tarte blush. This one is in the shade Seduce, and I'll take my favorite brush. I love this brush. I don't know why. It's just like so compact, and it applies great. The e.l.f. Putty Primer Applicator brush, and I will just apply kind of like my blush, and I'll take it along my nose here to make it look like I was in the sun a little bit. I use my Becca highlighter Champagne Pop with my little highlighter brush, and I'll apply it, you know, where the highlighter needs to go, on my nose, a little bit underneath my eyebrow, and over like my little lip. Is that called a Cupid's bow? I know it's called something. It looks exactly how I wanted it to always look, and it's not like any bad products, you know, so I don't feel guilty for putting it on. And yeah, it's been great. But I think also something to keep in mind is to always do your skincare before you put on your foundation. I tend to get lazy, like, and I would always like wash my face just with my cleanser, and then I would apply. But I think using like your whole skincare routine, like kind of just cleaning off that dirt, the grime, and adding a lot of serums and moisturizer to blend in that foundation or the products that you've been using on your skin and to give you that kind of glow is key first. And then this has been working for me wonders. I've been loving it. And a lot of you guys ask me what lips I wear. I use this Buxom lip plumper. Is there a shade? The shade is Dolly, and I get a lot of questions about that. I'm wearing it right now. It's my favorite. It's pretty much the only lip plumper slash gloss, that and Fenty, but I like this one better just because it will plump my lips a little bit. And then last but not least, I've been obsessed with my 1111. I've mentioned this before in other favorite videos, but I can't get enough. I used to have the roller, and I have used all of that, so I ended up upgrading to like the actual bottle. This is a unisex perfume. It smells so good. I don't know how to explain this scent. I wish I could like give you a little whiff through the video because it smells so good. Like it's my favorite ever. I could just sit here and smell it all day, and it's so strong. You just need like one spritz, and it's that perfume where like you leave and people can still smell you. Like you're just like, oh, that's Renee's smell, you know? Like I mentioned, I will leave everything linked in the description box for you guys if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys all in a future one. Bye.